Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim, and today we are starting off by rescuing some Kerbals. Janali's here with his rescue capsule, and he needs to go find someone to rescue. Let's see, I think we have 3 ships plus the guys stuck on the asteroid. So we actually have 8 Kerbals. Those guys can stay there and until we actually start adding pieces to the station. Let's start with this guy out here. And let's see if we can rescue those guys. There's 2 guys in this ship, and this ship, so a total of 6. Let's figure out our rendezvous. Let's go ahead and put a maneuver here. First of all, we need intersecting orbits to even begin to kind of figure out whether that's... Is there actually an intersect somewhere there, or close? It's close enough. Let's go ahead and do that. 159 meters per second. Burn's coming up. I just got a little itty bitty engine on this guy. That's close. Let's go ahead and kill this off. There we go. Alright, so now if we go over here, just see what happens. No, I don't want to add another maneuver. I want to center on Kerbal here. Kerbin. Alright, come on. Alright, those purple ones are approaching each other. I have plenty of fuel, so wasting is not an issue. 25 kilometers, 21. I'm sure plane change will 62. 3.1, okay, that's the number I want. Okay, let's get to that maneuver. Minutes away. Alright, that's around there. Let's do a half burn. So we double our length and have the midpoint at the actual node. I will see you guys at the end of this burn. Jump, cut. Okay, we are approaching the end of this burn. Let's stop it there, cut it off, and then let's see what... Did I already pass it? I don't think so. Yeah, it is getting still closer still. And we know we can get pretty darn close. There we go, I'll take that. Alright, let's zip around to the other side. And one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, of course, 0.24 is out. I'm still in 0.23, 0.5. And, you know, the big debate is, okay, do I jump into 0.24, start a new series, what to do with this series? And it took me a couple days of thinking about it, but I think I'm going to continue this series, because this is kind of fun. I'll need a lot of big rockets moving these asteroids around. I don't have to worry about costs. So I'll keep this one going, but I'm also starting a new tutorial series to kind of match the How to Science series that I have. But this one will be called How to Contract. And that'll be starting in a few days, so keep your ears out for that, or eyes out, looking at your subscriptions, and you'll see that coming up pretty soon. Probably a couple days, but I'm not exactly sure. So that's what I'm going to do in parallel with the Kerbal Speed Program. Anyway, let's get these guys rendezvoused. I need to cut this relative velocity down to 0, and then we'll move in for the actual docking. Where are you guys? You're over here somewhere. There you are. 6 kilometers. I'd like to get a little farther away, but that's still well within a nice range here. Alright, let's start burning towards it a bit. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I always forget. I think it's, yeah, pull yellow towards pink. Alright, let's close this gap. Of course, wow, that got out of hand really fast. Alright, just do a little concentrating here. Alright, 20 meters per second, that should get us there fairly quickly. There's 2 kilometers. Okay, there's the load in of the... Okay, let's cut this velocity down and chase yellow the pink on this side of things. Alright, now we got... Here we go, coming in. Alright, kind of zipping by. Now let's switch over just to see what the situation is. Okay, we just had just a smidge of fuel left. Some monopropellant, so at least we can dock. And did I have docking ports? Yeah, I do have a docking port on the back of this, so that's what we will try to rendezvous with. Alright, so I need to cut the last of this relative velocity. Okay, there we go. And now we can point at the target. Set the donkey clamp as our target. And start using RCS to fix it. Let's get into chase mode. Kind of line ourselves up in parallel, and then we'll know from that what we have to do with our RCS. So we need to go up to the right. Get that yellow marker just on the other side of the pink marker, and that means we'll be heading in the correct direction. And we're heading towards it a little bit. Perfect. I'm just going to let this drift right on over, and as I move over, the pink marker will approach my nose. And then once that happens, then I can pull the yellow marker in, slow it down. Let's see, do I have lights on this guy? Yes, I do, and then they are on. So I should be seeing my lights on the other ship here pretty quickly. Okay, now I need to go over that way a bit. And start lining all 3 of these up. I am running out of electrical charge because I guess, yeah, I'm in the dark behind Kerbin. But it's still not quite a worry. Alright, let's line these up some more. And now you can see the lights on the other ship. Small adjustments. And now KISS, turn off RCS and SAS. Let them dock, there we go. Alright, now it's time to transfer the Kerbals. Crew hatch, Dudfen and Nedley. Go ahead and EVA. Let go, turn on your RCS. We are heading south, or down. Alright, where's that? There's the ladder. On this capsule, the ladder is a little bit difficult to kind of discern, but it's right there. Those little hash marks on the side. Grab. Board. Okay, one's rescued. Now it is Nedley Kerman's turn. Let go, RCS on. Back up a little bit. Head down. And forward. And left. Alright, and board. Okay, so all 3 are aboard the capsule. So where's my fuel? I have a little bit there. Let's dump these out so we have all our fuel in our rescue craft. Not that it's really going to matter. We have more than enough fuel to do what we need to do, but just to be on the safe side. And one more, I believe. And did I get this one? Yes, I did. Alright, so now what I need to do is get in retrograde position. That kind of looks kind of cool in chase mode. Get in retrograde position here. And burn and intersect. And now we can let go and let that burn up in the atmosphere and then land our capsule. And bring our Kerbals home. Looks like we're low on fuel, but considering it's counting this tank, and big empty tank as part of the load. Alright, and we only want... Well, these aren't going to fire because they aren't fueled. Let's take a look at the map. Actually, I want to do it at our AppWap, so let's go ahead and go there, and then adjust things. And then lower our periaps into the atmosphere, and go home. Alright, one more time, finding the retrograde marker, which I went the wrong way, which is one of Murphy's laws of Kerbal Space Program. You always go the wrong direction on the nav ball. There it is, now we can start burning. And there goes our periaps down. Oh, let's get SAS back on. Stabilize our ship here. And we'll go down about 15,000. That's always a good number. A definite capture. And actually I want to collide with the ground. That way, if the other part of the ship doesn't, or gets out of range, it won't accidentally just fly through the atmosphere without any resistance. There we go. Alright, now we can zip around. Alright, there's a couple pretty pictures. Just get that for potential thumbnail. Alright. So now I can undock this. Well, let's go ahead and just watch the fireball. At least the first part of it. And the rest of these missions I'm going to do a lot of skipping, so this will be the one time you get to see the whole thing. Alright, there we go. And these solar panels should fly off any moment now. There they go. Very, very cool, or hot. A flawed design with lots of... That's where all the bendiness was happening when we tried to move the asteroid. So you get to burn up in the atmosphere and not bother us anymore. Oh, that was a long burn. Alright, that's finally good. Okay, so now I can undock. If I can see my interface. Undock. Stage. Let's bump away from that. And we can do free camera now. Watch those guys go down. That's kind of a cool shot as well. Turn off SAS, let it rotate naturally. And fire the parachutes. And I'll see you guys on the ground. Let's see if we can see this explosion first, though. Kaboom! Alright, I'll see you guys on the ground or somewhere. Maybe at the VAB, but In any case, it's time for a jump cut. Okay, I skipped all the way right to the launch pad, so we have Jefton. He's about to do the second rescue mission. SAS on, throttle to 2/3, I believe. I can never remember my flight profiles for these guys, but 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yeah, looks about right. Anyway, I'm gonna skip over this and get into space, and then we'll pick our target. So a jump cut. Okay, we are in space, and we are chasing after this guy here. So we're behind, but in a lower orbit, so it's gonna take a few rotations to catch up to the other ship. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out again, and I'll see you guys when we're near rendezvous. Jump cut. Okay, we are closing in, and let's take a look at that guy. Okay, Nedden and Philly Kerman. Okay, I do have a docking port on the nose. What kind of fuel? Decent fuel. A little bit of monoprop. Alright, so I can dock to the nose, and then these guys can transfer, and then we can go home. Alright, let's use this one. It's a little bit more maneuverable. Let's get into chase mode. Let's flop ourselves around the other way. Alright, RCS on. We need to chase this guy down. And then go. Now we can use some regular engines for that. And then start heading up towards it. Okay, again, I'm not going to bore you guys with this docking procedure, so once again, jump, cut. Alright, we are docked. So let's do a little transfer maneuvers here. Philly, come on down. Let go, get your RCS on. And you have to go around this way. Grab and board. Nedden, come on down. Let go, get on your RCS. Bump into those solar panels. And there's where you gotta be. Up, 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 left, forward, down, grab, and board. Alright, let's get this beast turned around the retrograde. I'm controlling from here. Make sure I'm going the right way. Let's shut down those other engines. So we're not fighting our own ship here to try to get home. There's retrograde. Lots of fuel. Let's just start burning. See where we end up. Alright, nice ground collision. And again, this is one of those long, boring bits, even with the fireball, so I will see you guys on the launch pad with the next rescue mission. Jump, cut. Okay, we are here with Pat Top Kerman, and he is going to rescue the last of the 3 ships we're going to rendezvous with today, but I will skip the entire launch and everything, and, well, I'll give you the launch, but I'll meet you guys at rendezvous. Throttle to 2/3, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. See you at the rendezvous. Jump. Cut. Okay, we have docked and we are now boarding our Kerbals. This is the last of the 2 Kerbals to get into the rescue pod. Most of that docking and rendezvous is in the dark, so it wouldn't have been good video anyway. Alright, he's inside. And now we have Rod Brett and Bartley on board with Petop. So I will burn retrograde and get this back onto the land. And I will see you guys in a moment. Jump, cut. Okay, we have landed with our last rescue mission for the episode. And let me look at something here. Yep. This piece has survived with the lights on. And it's not draining electrical charge. So yeah, we have a piece of debris with an infinite source of electricity. And then a few other miscellaneous pieces of debris. But anyway, these guys are home. The next part that I need to do is design a space station to put around that asteroid, and I'm kind of running out of time to record here, so I'm going to go ahead and make this a short episode, and then we'll dedicate the next episode to building the space station, and we want a space station that can act as a waypoint for interplanetary missions, because we need to get the rest of our science. Anyway, that's it for Kerbal Speed Program, episode 22. My name is Jim. I want to thank you for joining me. Have a great day.